Hello viewers, welcome to Nature's Heritage Network. Today I'm going to be demonstrating the best methods of planting yams on the heap. Various methods, and I'll show you the one that is the best. My own personal opinion, and I'll give you reasons why. Many persons don't really know how to plant yams in the heap. So we're going to be demonstrating today how yams are planted in the heap. I'm going to be demonstrating 5 different methods for 3 major types of seedlings. This is a mini tuber. It's a seedling. But I'm going to be demonstrating how to plant this in 3 ways. This is another form of seed yam that we've demonstrated before. We've even showed us how to get this in our previous videos. Please do well to watch that video. Then this is another form of seedling. It's a large tuber that was split into sets. So this is a particular kind of set. You see, there are exposed surfaces and there is the surface that can grow. We are going to be showing us how these ones can be placed in the ground, but I will start with the mini tuber. There are 3 different ways to plant this. You can either plant it vertically. It will just be slanting a little because the vine is going to grow upwards against gravity, obviously. You can plant it in such a way that it will be horizontal, and you can plant it in a reverse form such that the head is tilting downwards, whereas the tail will be going upwards. I'll be demonstrating the 3 as we get along. There are instruments that you need for planting in heaps. You can either use a shovel, which is very easy, or the special hoe that was used to design the heap. This is very, very unique. In less than 1 hour, I can use this to plant about 200 heaps of yams in less than an hour because it's very, very fast, especially when you know exactly what to do. So I'll be demonstrating with the 2 instruments. In case you don't have this, of course, shovels are always readily available. So method 1 is to just put your shovel or your spade into the heap so that the whole blade will be embedded in the soil at an angle, and just open up. You open up, then you place your tuber down in the vertical form. This is what I have done. The vertical method. Then I will just close up. For some persons, they will just add a little extra soil, and that is it. For dry weather or during the dry season, all you just need to do is to just take debris and mulch. When you mulch, you take a little bit of soil and place on top. The purpose of this is to prevent wind from blowing it off. That is just enough, especially during the dry season. You can also use banana leaves. We have uploaded videos like that before. You can watch our videos on that. But during the rainy season, this is around early May. I don't need this anymore. So it has already started raining. I'll just get that out of the way so that rain can come on it and it can start growing on time. That's method 1. But this method has a disadvantage. This is heap. I will show us in a few seconds the disadvantage of this. With time, the rain can wash off this, and when it starts growing, the roots will be exposed because the head of the tuber you planted is facing upwards. So once it washes down, it can easily be exposed. Some person said put it deep down. Yes, some person may not even know how to gauge how deep you should put. But well, if you want to choose this method, the minimum you should go is about 5 inches deep down, and it should not be, of course, more than 7 inches deep down. This one has the advantage of having enough room to actually form tuber and other, but there's also a disadvantage of the tuber not getting rotten on time. when it has started growing, because without the tuber getting rotten, you won't really have tuberization forming. But I want to know your opinion on this for those who have experience with this. This is method 1. Now, having seen the disadvantage of the first method, I want to show us another method that is a little bit advantageous compared to the one I've earlier demonstrated. Same way, you can use your shovel. I used my shovel the first time, but I also want to demonstrate how to use this instrument. You see that the hole is angulated such that you can just put it in once and open up. This time around, I'm going to plant in a horizontal manner such that my tuber will just be horizontal this way, the vine will go this way, and all the roots will spread radially while the tuber will be formed this way. So this is what I will do. I'll just place it horizontal and cover. This way, I'm able to bury the head a little deeper than the first one. And of course, rain washing this topsoil will not easily expose the root. But there is a better way, which I have discovered. And this is my best actually. This is the third method. I'll go to this third heap. This is what I'm going to do again. I'll do this, open it up, but this time around, I'm not going to put it vertical so that the head will be facing up. I'm not going to do horizontal. I'm going to face the head a little downward. The vine will still grow this way, but I'll tell you the advantage. The advantage is that the head is more deeply buried. Even if you don't get the amount of inches you are supposed to, go deep and all that, it will still help you preserve the head so that the roots that are going to be formed will be deeply buried. No matter the amount of washing of your heap and all that, the root will hardly ever be exposed. Some persons may find this funny, but this is actually the best. With the tail tilting up, even if the tail is exposed, it's still advantageous because it can easily get rotten, and of course you have large room for tuberization below. So this is the best way to place your seedling of such nature. So I'm going to put it down, the head face down, not completely vertically down, but slightly down. So this is what I will do. I'll cover. Sometimes the tail can even be exposed. Once the rain comes, it will wash it and it might even be exposed. I'll show you a video soon of the exposure that I got from this after the vine has started growing. But yet the head were not exposed. All the yams, the heads, they were not exposed. And I'll have the advantage of having good tuberization and all that. So for me, this is my best method. This third method is my best method. I want to know your own opinion. What works best for you? Now, there are other two forms of seedling. This is very easy to plant. Somehow, you know where where this is going to sprout from. All you just need to do is to just open up and bury a little bit down. You don't really need to consider the orientation because it's not so long. Just bury it down slantly. You can make it a little bit slanted so that the vine will just go up, just as if you are planting with the first method. That's what you do with this. There is no hard and fast rule about that type of seedling. But this last split set is very important you understand how this is split. If not, you might lose your seedling if you don't know how best to do this. How do we do this? Very simple. This part that is brown, in quote, the back of the set, not the cut surface, this brown part should always face down, make contact with the soil, and this part will face up such that the contact, this place is protected because that's where the sprout is going to come out from. If you do it the other way around, it will easily start getting rotten before it even sprouts, and of course that will make you lose your seed. So for this, you just open up. This part will place deep down before you cover up.
Now this is an example of a tuber that was planted with the head up. You can see that you have exposed root because rain has washed off the topmost soil on the heap. So this is a disadvantage because this yam will not really do well unless you have to look for soil and cover this whole root so that the root will not dry out and then the vines will not be getting enough nutrients. So this is a disadvantage of plant. I want to show us the advantage of burying the head down and slanting the seedling upward such that the tail might jut out a little. If the soil covers it, fine, but the head should be buried more into the soil, deep into the soil compared to the tail. The roots of the growing vines, they are buried inside the heap. Unlike the one you plant with the head up and the tail down, that one would easily get exposed. The roots will easily get exposed when water comes. So viewers, these are the 5 methods of planting 3 different sets of seedling. I hope you have learned a lot from today. Remember, there are various types of seedlings and there are different methods of planting them. We have showed you the advantages and disadvantages. It will be very, very good you experiment on your own. And if you have other ways you think we can best do this, kindly let us know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and God bless.